Christine from the European Startup Association, and I'm here with Thomas. And Thomas is the founder of the Blue Ocean Business Club, and they are members of our association and also collaborators and partners. And I'm part of their business club, and I'm super excited because there's interesting, inspiring things happening in the business club. But I'm going to hand over to you if you can introduce yourself a bit more and what the business club is all about.
Sure. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of the European Startup Association. And I'm really looking forward to everything we're going to create together. So the Blue Ocean Business Club, some of you might have already heard of the idea, the concept of the blue ocean. So that's a market, or let's say the red ocean is a market which is full of competitors fighting for the customers. You make money by stealing clients from other people. And the blue ocean is a market where you create a new niche, for example, and are like one of the only or one of the few competitors and have access to all the potential clients on the market. So there's lots of opportunity out there. And that's a mindset behind it. And the mindset is that when you deliver high value, when you manage to position yourself well, then you will always have enough resources in terms of investors, money, people that want to support you, in terms of potential clients, so income streams. And in terms of people who want to support the whole idea and grow with you, and so in terms of human resources. And it's also the attitude of living in abundance, and instead of fighting against each other with the competitors, it's more like an idea of collaborating and ask yourself, how can we create the whole market better? How can we serve our clients better? And this is also an approach for life. So not only on a business perspective, but also on a personal perspective. And for example, if we look at the US-American election we just had recently, how they are fighting against each other instead of supporting each other. And I like the idea of a world where we understand us as humankind instead of me, Thomas from Germany, and you, Pietro from Poland or whatever. So I want to understand us as one. And when we start thinking as one, we are able to take responsibility and co-create a world that we believe in, and to co-create a world that we desperately need. Because at the times where consciousness is rising, at the same time wars are still continuing, people chop each other's heads up on the street. There's just so many ridiculous stuff happening all over the place. So I think that the bright, smart, and most courageous and most resilient people need to combine and unify to take responsibility and create a better world. And this is the idea that I have with the Blue Ocean Business Club. I want to find these people who are willing to do that. I want to find the entrepreneurs, the passionate innovators, the people who take responsibility within their companies, the artists, the investors, and bring them together and have them together, not only like for one event, but have them together over a long period of time where they connect with each other on a frequent basis, wherever they are in the world. And when we do that, and when we develop trust, then we can start tackling the small problems of everyday life, but also the small or bigger problems of our company and the biggest problems of the world eventually. And that's the idea behind it. Yes. And so how do we do it? We make sure that the people who want to make a change in the world actually get supported in there, personally, business-wise, resources in terms of people, in terms of money, in terms of ideas, strategy, consulting, coaching, but also on the personal level by exploring a very holistic life approach where we make sure that no area of life is ignored, where we have great partners within our community that help you train and develop skills that you want to develop, whatever it is.
Yes, yeah, lovely. And I think this is why we were so attracted to what you guys are doing, because one of our main values is also collaboration, and we really believe in that stronger together kind of stuff. And finding the right people is very important, like you say, because it's not right or wrong people, let's say not wrong people, but the right fit to that are willing to give, that are willing to collaborate, that are willing to help out as well. And especially in these times, it's super important. And I love also that you said that you're looking at all the areas in life as well. I mean, there's business, but if you have your own business, if you're an entrepreneur, this is your life anyway. And you don't separate the personal life from the business life, even though for the well-being, you should be able to do that and also have some stuff that you do outside of that. But if you find the right people, it's you're part of a community or part of a family, maybe even, like we say always, if you if you're a member, if you come to our events, also as a non-member, but if you get involved in what we're doing, you become part of the family, and people have this feeling, and people should give accordingly as well, because it's a give and take, and it's really, really important. So that's lovely. I know that you are based in Germany, and all your activities are mainly in Germany, obviously, because of the current situation. Things are happening online. I know you were doing offline things as well, and everything was in German. Mm-hmm. However, I know that you're also working a bit more on expanding that and having it in English. And I know you already did events also online in English. So tell us a bit more about this development and why you think it's important to include the English language maybe as well.
Yes, totally. Well, first of all, I believe that English is the #1 language spoken in the world. And then I talked to you and so many other people over the past few months. And there were great people from Ireland, from the UK, from Romania, from the Ukraine. And I felt like shit. Sorry for that word, but I need to have these people with us. I cannot leave them out. Mm-hmm. And so I figured, okay, eventually we're going to have to go English anyways, if we want to include all these different people. And that's just the most common language. And so we started doing the first events. I first planned to do it like by next year sometime, maybe Q2. But then I just started doing the first events now. And it was fun, and people loved it, and they want to participate and join. And so we were about to launch our website on the German market, and like 2 days before, I was like, no, we can't do it. And so we stopped it, and we did a complete rehearsal again, and worked on our value proposition and everything. And now we're going to go online with our website in English, probably by end of the year. And then people can actually apply and join our club as well.
Amazing. So how will that process be? How can people apply? Is there very specific criteria maybe to join your club? I mean, you already mentioned some things, and I assume people need to align with the values. But do you have any specific, if you already figured all this out, but any very specific criteria for people to join actually?
Well, so there's like 2 overlaying layers, and this is number 1, the people need to be passionate about what they do, and they need to be good at what they do. And of course, good is very subjective and has a wide range, right?
Yeah.
For example, let's give someone a task, and you can tell how quickly he does it. If he asks questions, if he knows what to do, you quickly see how good his hard skill is on, mastering that task.
Yeah.
And so I want to collect the people who are capable of doing things, because especially in Berlin, you have this, I would say, this cliche that there's lots of entrepreneurs who talk and talk and talk all day, but they don't execute. And execution is just so crucial if you want to, achieve things. And so I want to make sure that I have people who can execute, who are good at what they do, and they're passionate about what they do.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, this is a problem all around Europe in the world. There's a lot of people that talk and don't do. And we had a lot of experience with that, with partners that we've worked with or tried to work with, also with startups, with investors. And for us, it's also always, and I think there's also another value that we share, quantity over quality.
Yeah.
No, other way, quality over quantity, this way around. So you want the quality, high quality standard people. And it's not about having 5 million members. It's about having the right people, because you can grow quickly with members. But if they're all inactive and no one is doing the right things, there's no value in that, I think, in being part of it. So I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, and I just want to go back to what you said about your community, the family feeling. I mean, I participated in one mingle, and I participated in the European Startup Festival, and I can tell this is exactly what you live. So we're aligned on that. So it absolutely makes sense that communities like ours